heaven is not one. Heaven. When we die, it's not only one. No. We have heavens. And even though we have heavens, we need to know what are the heavens, what do we need to go to heaven, what are the things we need to do. I mean preparations. We need to prepare before we go to heaven. Heaven is real. Don't get disappointed that some people say heaven is actually real. It's even more than the word real. But there is something that you need to know. That we have first heaven, second heaven, and third heaven. What is the first heaven about? According to the book of Genesis, when God was interacting with Abraham, Hagar and Co, he cited an example that the sky, the earth, the trees, the waters are the first heavens. On this land, we are in heaven. Please, are you following the point? Here on this land, we are in where? We are in heaven. How do you enter the first heaven? You enter the first heaven through birth. When they give birth to you, you enter the first heaven. So right now, you and I, we are in heaven. Once you are in the first heaven, automatically you enter the second and the third. When they tell you that when you fall sin, you will not go to heaven, you know it is a lie. Once you have entered first heaven, you definitely go to second and the third. So let's look at something in the book of Psalm 8, verse 3. When I look at your heavens, so it's plural, it means we have what? Heavens. The work of your what? Fingers. The moon. You see now? So when I look at it, so the moon is found on the earth. And the stars that you have established. So the moon, the stars, the skies, where aeroplane flies, the land, the boat, the ship, is heaven, which is the first primary heaven. Let's go to Revelation 21 verse 1. Then I saw a new heaven, a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth has passed away, and the sea was no more. So the moment something passed away, he said, I've seen the first and the second heaven, that the earth has passed away. So if you look at this scripture, where is the first heaven? First heaven is here. So first heaven is on earth, and it deals with natural resources, and it deals with the physical things that we see with our eye. That is the first heaven. The stars, the flesh of the body, the creation, what God actually created, the water bodies, the trees, the stones, they are all heaven. If you don't use stone to defend yourself, it means that you don't have experience, or you lack heaven's understanding. Stone is made for you, water is made for you, mosquito is made for you, fly are made for you, birds were made for you, fishes were made for you. So if God will not create it as first heaven. Genesis chapter 1 verse 8. We're talking about heavens. We have heavens, but basically can you get it for me? Genesis 1:8. Beautiful.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 8. He named the dew sky.
He named what?
The dew or the dew.
Okay. So he named the engagement, the experience, the heaven. So that word means what? Heaven. He named it what? Sky.
Evening passed
And
morning came.
Good.
That was the second day.
So we are in heaven right now. We are in heaven right now. So that you need to write it. Because this heaven, you don't get it in second heaven. Every heaven with the experience you have. So we are taking number 1 heaven, then we go to number 2. You have to marry here. You have to give birth here. That is the of this heaven. But I said we have three major types of heaven, each one with what you experience. The first heaven is the sky and the land, and everything God created. They are part of the heavens. So there are things you experience here. If you don't experience here, you will not experience in the second and the third. So we're talking about first heaven. What are we to expect in first heaven? What did God want us to get in first heaven? God wants us to have experience. Experience. We should have experience in first heaven. That's what God wants us to have. Experiences in first heaven. What is marriage like? What is childbirth like? What is God creation like? God wants us to experience and test it. That is the first heaven. So the car are made for first heaven. The buildings were made for first heaven. The monies were made for first heaven. So when you come to first heaven, your targets must be the moon should be yours, the stars should be yours, the land should be yours, the cars should be yours, the building should be yours, the marriage should be yours, anything under the sun should be yours. So if you experience all this nature, you have come to heaven, but you have not benefited. Please, you understand the first heaven now? Do you understand the first heaven? So nobody should tell you that here we have a heaven, we are going. Yes, we have a heaven, but this is also a heaven. So once you are here, nobody is going to hellfire. No. Whatever sin you committed, you are not going to hellfire. Hellfire were not created for you and I. No. It was created for beings. Not human beings. So when you change the whole thing, accept that human being are going to hellfire. It is a lie. It is a total lie. Everybody will make it to heaven. But the difference is that what you experience here is what will give you position in that heaven. Let's go to second heaven. And we are going to Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. What Paul said second heaven look like. For our struggle is not against the enemies of the blood and flesh, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers of the present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil and heavenly places. So this one tells you that there is another stage of heaven that can see with our physical eye. So first heaven, second one is you don't see it, you only experience it. That is spiritual heaven. So second heaven is what? Spiritual what? Heaven. How do you enter there? You enter through things. So as you are here, you have the license to enter into the spiritual second heaven and come back again. Second heaven, that one, angels and demons interact. Second heaven, angels and demons talk, they chat. Witches and the wizard, they interact. That is the second heaven. So right now, second heaven, and because it's a spiritual world, which is heaven. You can go there and stay there without coming. You can go and come. So what? How do you go? You go there by dream. How do you go? You go there by death. You dream to go there. You have to go there. Or you pass through a vehicle, which is the natural thing you are seeing. To go there. It's a spiritual one. So when you go to our forefathers and mothers, sometimes they use mirror to go there. They use Bible to go there. They use watch to go there. They use so many things to enter there. That is the second heaven. And that second heaven, Satan is there. Angels are there. First heaven, Satan is here. Angels are also here. Second heaven, angels are there. People are there. Now, when you want to enter, you don't enter with your physical body. You use your spiritual being. So, human being, you are made of spirit, soul, and flesh. Over here, first heaven, you are to use flesh, soul, spirit to be here. Now, the second one, you are to use spirit to enter there. You don't go there with your body. Then the third one, you use your soul, spirit to enter. No, this is how the second heaven looks like. Can you know people are watching me right now on TV and YouTube? Okay. Some people are watching me, they have not come here before. Do you know some people are watching me on TV, but they have not come here before? They don't know what we are doing before it is coming there. So, but they are seeing it in the house. So in the second heaven, you don't have to see it with your eyes, but it only manifests in the physical. Second heaven is where destinies are traded. Destiny are traded. They are bargained. It's where they buy things before it comes into physical. Why does God create second heaven? So that first heaven was created to experience and appreciate God's nature of creation. To appreciate, to be happy with it. That's one step. Second step is that when you go to second heaven, it's when things are not well in the first heaven, you go there to bargain. That's second heaven. So you can go there by dream and stay there, and you don't want to come here. Your spirit like there, you will not come here. Like Enoch and co, and Elijah and co, they went to second heaven and they don't want to come again. So let's go to the third heaven and see what actually happens there. Third heaven is where God's throne is sitting. It's where God's angels are operating. Revelation 21, 2-4. Let's read something there. It's a place of peace and perfection. Destiny is not traded there. Buying does not go there. Physical body does not go there. Gossip does not go there. But how do you go there? You go there with your spirit and soul. Over there, marriage does not go on. But in second heaven, you can buy marriage and experience it in first heaven. In the second heaven, you can win your enemy and you win in the physical. But after that third heaven, there is no way you do things on your own. Third heaven. And I saw the holy city. The one and you know Kataoni. Once Ariana Aira. And I mean who said when one Yerastani and I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepare as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, see the home of God. Did you hear that? The home of God. So third heaven is a home of God. Is among the mortals. They don't die. He will dwell with them as their God. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them. Let's go to 4. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. Death will not be more. Death will not be more. You will not die there. But in second heaven, that's where they can kill you, and you die there. Mourning and crying and pain will be no more. For the first thing have passed away. For the second and then the first have passed away. So third heaven is where God is. Now how can you go there? Third heaven. That's the point. You cannot jump first heaven and second and go there. That's one. You have to experience. God wants us to experience. When he said, when your son is growing, you give your son toy mobile phone. Then you give another before he grows to get complete mobile phone. That's how God made it. First heaven, you know how his things are. Then second heaven, then you know how you operate it in the third. So when you go to the third, you have experienced God creation already. That's why God did it. So how do you go there? Let's look at something in the book of Hebrews. chapter 11 verse 5. By faith, Enoch was taken so that he did not experience death. So I said you can go to heaven through drinks, through nyamia body. On say Enoch wa yira keke. Onu de on fire wo no di koyo. Okay. So by faith Enoch was taken so that he did not experience death, and he was not found because God has taken him. For it was attested before he was taken away that he had pleased God. Good. So how can we please God? How can we get that faith so that we too will not die? God, we can set a record, history in our family. How can we get that faith? Let's go to Hebrew chapter 1. How can we get that enough faith to pass so that we can also go to third heaven? Oh, Mpacha already remind me why. Hebrew 11 verse 1.
Hebrews 11 verse 1. To have faith is to be sure of things we hope for.
To have that faith is to be sure of the church you are going. Is to be sure of your pastor. Is to be sure of what you are doing. So Enoch was sure of what he was doing. Enoch does not listen to what they are telling him. We focus on what he was doing. So if you're that person that you have faith, you think you have faith, but also wake no, you are not like that. You cannot experience the third heaven. You will go there though, but there are levels which we'll discuss about that. Are you done with one? Good.
To be certain of the things we cannot see.
The thing you cannot see. Your pastor is telling you have money. The money is not coming. He's not showing any money. But you cannot see. But you believe in it. They say there is life and there is God. You don't see the God, but you believe in it. Enoch have not seen it, but he believes in it. You are doing business. It is only faith that can make the business successful. When business begin to experience problems, challenges, and your mind is, hey, would it work? Oh God, help me, would it work? Hebrew chapter 11 verse 1 is not working. He said, be certain and hopeful and be sure of it. Don't be doubt in mind. That is when God can carry the business to another level. The same way in your marriages, the same way in your relationship. The time you begin to doubt your man or your woman, that is the end of the marriage. The time you begin to doubt about your traveling, hey, this are say, oh God, let them give you. That is the end of it. Okay, so we believe in it. God said, let our mind be certain. So we have certain our mind. And it's not happening. Why? God said something in the book of Romans chapter 10. He said that there is something extra you need to do. Romans chapter 10 verse 17. He said there is something else you need to do. Again, watch this. If you are settled in mind, there is this thing you need to do. Don't forget. He says, so faith comes. Faith will only come. So faith will come. Even if you believe faith is a spirit. Faith is a spirit. Faith is voodoo. Faith is a witchcraft. Faith is an injection. Faith is a blood. Faith is water you drink. So he said, aside the belief now, who believe you are settle. And our physical thing you need physical thing to do in add it before it work. The book of Romans chapter 10 verse 17. So when you want to be a bad person, when you settle your mind to be a bad person, it is not enough. Continue to hear bad things. Then it will be part of spirit inside you. Please, you understand? If you want to be a good person, you have settled in mind, but continue to hear good thing. Then the spirit of goodness will enter you. Bible says before you get to heaven, you need to have faith. Okay. Then we say, what is that faith? Then the Bible says faith is something or a substance hope for, but you have not seen it. You only heard it and you believe in it. Okay. Then we say, yes, we believe in it. He said, no, it does not end there. You need to settle your mind and focus on the thing. Even when it takes 100 years, you need to believe in it. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. How Enoch did. Then we say, okay, we did all those things. He said it is not enough. Faith, another thing, is a spirit. So look at it. Let's assume that you know the word of God very well. Very, very well. Then you stay in the house. Then you are reading your Bible. You are doing everything well. You have faith, but the spirit will not come on you. That's what the book of Romans is saying. Please, are we following the point? He said that you need to continue, not that you know, you need to continue to what? Hear. So you can be a professor. But when you are in the house, no. But this thing that you have to know, that yes, professor, that big people sometimes they don't go to church. No, they go to church. They go to church. Do you know, would they tell you they are going to church? They attend church. They attend church. Maybe their church is not telecast, so you thought they don't go to church. Maybe because they don't come here Sunday, so you think they don't go to church. But they have their own Sunday, a day they go to church. It could be in the night. It's a church. It could be dawn. It's a church. Anywhere you gather to know the mystery and things to help your physical heavenly body and your the second heaven spiritual is a church. How can Solomon believe so much in God? Solomon a witch. Solomon an occult. Solomon an occult. Solomon when he says Solomon have been formed. Why a witch, bruh? Solomon in the Bible, he's a witch. He practiced witchcraft. He's an occult man, building a house for God. I know you'll be another topic for another day. You understand? I was discussing one son, and I was saying no. So Solomon slept and dreamt, and God gave him wisdom, knowledge, and you were sleeping, dreaming. God give me wisdom and understanding. No, it's a lie. It was a woman God gave to Solomon. The name is called wisdom. It is not the thinking you are thinking. No. What you are saying? The first woman Solomon married is called wisdom. God himself locates Solomon wisdom. A woman he married, not and yes, Debbie, they are watching. And we a story. Then the woman locates Solomon and gave a ring to Solomon. What would he use that ring for? When you it carry 5 angles, 5 stars, edges. That when you go into detail, Solomon used to control 72 demons under his feet. He has a place in his church room. First stage, second, up to 7th stage. When you come in the church like this, you remain in the first stage. It takes several years for you to go to second. Another door will be open. Another door will be open. Another door will be open. Up to 7th. You can be in the second place, but you don't know some door can be open. Until that day reach, then another will be open. You come one day, they say move to this place. That's how Solomon built his auditorium. What did they do in the first? What did they do in second? What did they do in the third? Up to the 7th one. That they will not let everybody know. But that faith is a spirit. It is not what you think you believe in. So you can believe in it, but there is another side of the coin. That is a spirit that will come and enter you. That is continue to hear what you want to be, what you want to have, what you want to testify. Continue to hear that. Let me give you vivid illustration. Anybody that watches TV and always accident, you may not even think accident in your head, but automatically majority get accident. So do you watch this? A woman will tell a husband, or a man will tell the wife, as for me, my friends from my infancy, my friends are guys, men who people thought I was doing anything. No, it's a spirit. One day you will do something. So Solomon's downfall was not the many wives, but it was that wisdom told Solomon that if you want to marry from your area. And Solomon went beyond the borders, went to another cities. There's a girl they call Queen of Sheba. Queen of Sheba travel far, 10 hours, 24 hours, just to come and see Solomon and see that God is using. And she brought Solomon down. Stop. And what is heard come through the word of what? Christ. The word of Christ. No, okay, so when I say the word of Christ, you may be thinking about what is the Christ? Christ is called Christo. What is Christo? Christo is a spiritual title. It's anything you learn about spiritism. That is what we call Christo. So because that guy studied about spiritism, as far as second heaven is concerned, is the name what? Christo. So not heaven the way you think. No. Christo is, that's what we call something Christology. Is the study of spirit, angels, how they operate. So when they say through the word of Christ, it means that you can have that spirit by studying God, by studying angels, by studying demons, how they operate. Then you have that faith in you. No, because you don't know, so you have to be taught. That is why the faith cometh by hearing. You need to be taught. Once you are taught, you do your small research, you get to compile, then you know. That is why you get the spirit down. Going. Okay. Oh, we've heard. Yes, I've been in church now for 40 years. But pay attention. I've been in church for several years. Mid-year, I've heard everything. So if God wants to bless, it should be me. Let's go to the book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is the one who read aloud the word of the prophet. And blessed are those who heard it. You two, you are listening. So you are still blessed. Blessed are what is written in it. For the time is near. God bless you. So brothers and sisters, we have three heavens. Basically, fundamentally, majorly, we have three heavens. First heaven, second heaven, and third heaven. First heaven, you come by birth. You will be here. Things that God wants you to do, you need to do it. Second heaven, you can go there once you are here. But for the third heaven, when you die, or by faith of Enoch, then you can enter into the third heaven. When you enter there, it is where God's throne is. Over there, they don't trade destiny. Over there, you don't go with flesh. Over there, you be like an angel. And I want him. When you go there, you'll be like what? An angel. Put your hands together for me. And according to the Matthew, God said he has made us lower angels. That is why we are made of spirits and flesh. So that we can enter into second heaven, come to first heaven. Be going, because that place is a trade. It's like a market. Market for the physical. Now, but then when you die, then you go to what? Third heavens. And which everybody is going. But when you go there, what you have experienced in first heaven will determine how your angelic being will be. Because when you go to heaven, there are people, there are angels, they don't have tamine. And another topic. You think all the angels have wings? Angels that are called malankins, those malankins, they don't have wings. They are the people that come on this earth to help you and I. Those that have wings, they are not for you. They are for judgment. They are for protection. But those don't have wings, they are for God. They are for human beings. They blessed Jacob. The one Jacob hold and was fighting with it. It was not an angel that have wings. No. The one that blessed Abraham. The one that told Hagar to go back. It was not having a wing. No. Those that have wings, they are not. They were sent on errand, on message. For example, when we look at Assyria war, that Assyrian soldiers want to kill the people of Jerusalem. There were 180,000 soldiers who were preparing that night to go and kill them the following day. Quickly, God instructed an angel to come and protect the people of Jerusalem. When the angel came, he killed 180,000 soldiers within a night, and started doing bad things which God had not sent him. So in other words, angels can be bad. Angel can do bad. It does not mean they don't come from God. Angels are very bad. They can do bad. And when I'm preaching that topic, I will give you more example. So when Satan have done bad, I will give you angels that have done bad. In the time of Egypt, when they said they should mark the blood, they should mark cross on their door. When the angel came, he did something at the earth. Before God instructed, come back, that is not your work. He refused to come until God must send another angel to bring him by force. So Satan was once an angel of what? God. So do you want to tell me that God rejected Satan? We will talk about that later. The word Satan is a position. Once human being changes the mind, you are fixed in the position of Satan. It's not a one person matter. That's why when you see an angel about seraphim, when it comes to you, you would think it's a demon. Because seraphim is not a human being. Angels are, that's why God said, let us create a man. Because those beings, they are fearful. They are scary. They are like angel be miti free. Seraphim has 4 heads. 4 heads. When it's coming, you see the head like that. This face is looking lion. Then another face is looking like human being. Then another face is looking like us. Then another face like eagle. The same time. The eye is not like we the human being. The body is full of eye. There are 6 wings. 2 is covering the face. Then 2 is covering the leg, the feet. Then 2 is used to fly. When you see that thing, you run away. As for cherubim, has only 4 wings. And he covered the face with 2, used 2 to fly. And if it comes to you, cannot see its face. Because when you remove the feathers, it can bend from here to Nsawum. It can bend everything from here to Nsawum. And the face is always bending like that. You see? So, when you look at the angels and their beings, they are different creatures altogether. If you're not careful, you think it's demon. So we have the first heaven, second heaven, and third heaven. Everybody will go to heaven. But when you are doing, the reason why we need to touch about sinning is not about heaven. When you sin, your spirit is affected. You cannot enter second heaven to do business. Second heaven is where you trade, right? Where destiny are traded. Where angels interact with demons. Where visas are approved. Where monies are approved. Where marriages are approved. So if you sin in the physical heaven, your spirit is not strong to do business or transaction in the second heaven. But it will not affect the third heaven for you. But your destiny to trade in both second and then first will be in trouble. That is why we don't need to sin. Because when you sin, it is not God. Everything is transacted in the second heaven. Every healing is taking place in the second heaven. You want to get healed. It is second heaven. You are sick. It is second heaven. Even kata is coming from second heaven. Here, it is not of sickness. But everything comes from second to first. God bless you for coming.